Hello everyone, my name is Gerald Julito for Instructional Technology, and today we're doing a short video tutorial on Google Slides. Now, Google Slides is Google's version of Microsoft PowerPoint. So this is a PowerPoint presentation type of app, and you can find it three different ways. Number one, you could just say, you could type in slides.google.com, and it's going to take you your slides homepage where you have all of your previous slide decks, and you can create a new one using these different templates here. I usually just go with a blank template. Another way that you could do it is by clicking on these on this icon and then clicking on slides, and it's going to take you to that same page. So again, you're going to have your Google Slides that you've made or shared with you, and you're also going to have the opportunity to make your own Google Slides. Now, Google added this awesome feature where you just type in slides.new, and it's going to take you to a new slide document, and this is what it's going to look like. So on the left side, you're going to have the slides that are already in your deck. On the right side, you have different templates that you can use. So I can go dark mode. I can use these different templates if I wanted to. I usually just use the empty template like that, and this is what we're going to have now. So let's say that we're going to add a title here. The title is Introduction to Google Slides, and subtitle is just today's date. Okay, so that's what we have now. If you wanted to, and I would suggest you do this, especially in the beginning. See here on the top left where you have Untitled Presentation. If you click on that, you can just change it to your slide title if you already have it, or if you want to change it to something else. Let's say you just want to call it Google Slides Training, and you can do that too. And when you click outside of it or press enter, then that's going to be your title for your slide deck. Okay, so what are the things that we can do with this? First, since I already have my template, I would just click X there, and then I would add a new slide. So the new slide would look like this. So clicking on this button just gives you a new slide, and the new slide I might say Google Slides icon. So let's say that's my title for that slide, and I wanted to add a picture of the Google Slide icon. What I could do is just click on Insert and then Image, and if I have the image on the computer, then I can just upload it from there. Let's say this is the picture that I wanted to insert, then it's going to add it there. Another way to find pictures is through the web. So this is searching through Google Images. So let's say I just type in Google Slides icon, because that's the one that I'm looking for. And this, let's say I like this one. I kind of like that one. I'm going to go with this. Click on it, it's selected, and then you just click on Insert, and it's going to be inserted into your Google Slide there. And you can just adjust it by clicking and dragging on the corners or on one of these squares. See the circle here? If you hover above that, your cursor is going to turn into a cross. If you click and drag that, you can turn your picture around all the way 360 degrees in either direction. Okay, and then you can click and drag on the picture just to put it anywhere you want to. What about text? If you wanted to add text to it, let's say we're going to put a summary of what we're going to talk about today. So here, if you wanted to add bullets, we could click on More, and then you're going to have the options there. I'm going to click on Bullet. So let's say that I wanted to say, we're going to talk about the icon and the features and how to save and how to share. Okay, so these are the four main points that we're going to talk about today. Now, the thing about this is when I type it down, it looks really small. People at the back are not going to know, are not going to be able to see it. So I can just highlight all of them, and where it says font size here, I can just change that to a 36. Okay, so now this is what this slide looks like. So it's a pretty simple slide right now. And what if I wanted to get a little fancy with it and add animation to it? What I can do is just highlight that, or even just click on that area, and then you can say insert, click on insert, and then around here you're gonna have animation. There. So when we do that, this drop down is gonna pop up on the side. When you click on play, see here at the top it says click, slide, or press enter to continue. So I'm going to press enter, and all of these things come out at the same time. But what if I wanted to have them come out one at a time? In that case, I am going to click on by paragraph there. Oh, I'm going to stop that first. Click on by paragraph, and then let's see what happens. So I'm going to press enter, and now instead of all of them coming out at the same time, now you only have one thing coming out at a time. All right, what if I wanted to animate the icon? For me to do that, all I have to do is just click on the icon and then just click on add animation. And in this case, again, we're going to test it out. So this is what your slide is going to look like in the beginning of the presentation. And then every time you press enter, that's going to happen. Now you can also move them around so that if you wanted your Google slide icon to come out first, you can just click and drag it and move it up. And again, we're going to look at that. See how it came out first now? All right. So what other options do we have? You have, for each one of these, say if I click on this, you're gonna have this highlighted. That means that this is the area of the animations that has to do with settings for this box. So we're gonna click that. You're gonna see that we have a fade in animation. You can change that to just appearing or disappearing, flying in from the left, flying in from the right. So there are different animation styles that you can do. Disappear and fade out is when you want text or pictures that are already there to disappear. I'm going to show you how that looks like. Okay, so we're gonna the text now is a fade out animation. So if I click on it, your text is going to be there, your bullets are going to be there. But on the right side, you're going to see here it says this is the first thing, the icon's the first thing that's going to get animated, and it's a fade in, and then the bullets are going to be fade out. So this is what happens when I press the enter button. They fade out. Okay, now we're going to add another slide there, and we're going to insert a video. Let's say click on insert video, and then you can do it from Google Drive. You can, if you have a URL, then you can do that. Or if you have a YouTube video, say, I'm just gonna keep going with the theme. You want to look for a YouTube video that you wanted to insert, and we're gonna do that. Okay, so we'll look at this one here. It's a 12-minute video on Google Slides. Who needs PowerPoint anymore? We'll see if that one works. So I just clicked on that, and I'm going to click on select, and it's going to get inserted. And now this video, you can resize it the same way that you resize any other boxes. And if you click on play, then it's going to start playing. If this was your whole presentation, how would this look like? To know how it looks like, just click on %. So this is going to be your slide presentation. That's your title. That's going to be your slide number 2. Remember, we added an animation to fade in the icon and fade out the bullets. And I'm pressing enter right now. And then when you get to the third one, you're going to have that YouTube video that you can click on. So we're going to add another slide here. Now you have this template and you say, you know what, I want to change it a little bit. I want to do it so that I have another text box there. So what I did was I just made this smaller, made that smaller, and then I inserted a text box. And once it turns into a cross, that means it's carrying something. When it clicks there, it's going to have your text box. Now notice how right now the text box goes beyond the slide deck. So in that case, you just need to make an adjustment. Just move it, and there you go. So now you have a text box where you can type things in. Okay, so you can also add shapes there. We have these different shapes. Just like in PowerPoint, you can add different lines. There. Oh, one wonderful thing about this, let me show you something. I'm just going to move that around. So these are our two text boxes. And if you click on slide and you hover over the line, you're going to see those circles come out. If you click on that circle and start the line there and just click and drag to the other text box in one of the circles, then you're going to have the line that's going to follow where you anchored it into. Now let me add another thing here. See this pen function here? That's the border color. If I click on that, then we're going to see a border around it. And if I do that on the other side, and now we have the beginnings of a concept map. So if you wanted your kids to make concept maps, this is a good way to do it. So let's say you can start with these two and make them smaller. And you see how the lines are following. And if I wanted to add another box here and another one in a circle, let's say it's just, the next one's a circle here, like so, and then I wanted to connect them, I could just connect them using those lines, so that the next time if I say I kind of don't like this layout, I want to change it a little bit, let me put this more in the middle. You can actually do that. You're not going to have to readjust everything. So, all right, so what other things can you do with Google Slides? Let's see. So under insert, you're going to have the ability to insert all of these things. We already talked about the line, the shape, the video, the text box, and the image. Word art, if you wanted some text to really pop out, say Google Slides. It's cool. Okay, so I type that in, and when I press enter, it's going to give you this very simple but very slick looking Google Slides. Is cool. So under formatting, that's where you can change your border color, border weight, and all that. You can also find these as shortcuts. As you can see right now, there are a few ways to do the same thing using Google Slides. Slides, you can duplicate a slide. So if I wanted 2 copies of this, right now I have 2. You can move a slide up or down, or you can also do that here on the side. You can just grab your slide, click and drag it all the way to the bottom, or wherever you want to put it. Okay, so once you're done with your Google Slide, what do you do with it? You can present it. When you click on present, you can do a presenter view. Presenter view is if you're doing an extended screen or a split screen, you can have your own view as a speaker. If you wanted to put notes in it, you want to make sure that you don't forget anything. You can also present it as is on the board. So this again is how your slide presentation looks like. And you can share it. When you share it with someone, click on share button. You have the option to give them the ability to view it, to comment, or to edit. When I share with the can view option, and then here you can just type in their email address, say Miss Cynthia Taylor, and then say, hey Miss Taylor, here's a copy of the slide deck. When I click the send button, it's going to send it to her, and she's going to have the ability to view it. If she wants to make changes to it, she's not going to be able to change your copy because you're on the can view sharing option. What she would need to do is download the slide deck and then change it on her own copy. So that's it for today. I don't want it to get too long. If you have any questions, please let me know. You know how to find me. Just shoot me an email and I will get back to you as soon as possible. Thank you so much. Hope this helped. Have a great day.